Five, four, three, two, one. We're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Campus Care Ed Talks, an exclusive platform where the stalwarts of education come on board to express their viewpoints on burning topics related to education. Before I begin, let me quickly introduce you to NTAP. We're a 20-year-old IT company engaged in providing mature and futuristic school ERP, CRM, and mobile apps to the various schools spread across India and help transform them from good schools to the best one. Today in Campus Care Talks, we will put our heads together and pander about how important it is to build a reliable community. In the current scenario, human beings are putting less emphasis on their, are putting actually more emphasis on technology, and it seems like the technology is taking over. It is definitely here to stay. We will indulge in a brief conversation with our guest speakers to find their perspective on building a reliable and most importantly, a successful community. Moreover, teaching and learning of values and others required skills with the integration of technology is something that I'm personally excited about. So let's begin with our session for today. Our first guest is currently the principal at Shemford Futuristic K-12 School, Oraya, Uttar Pradesh. She's associated with Arena of Education and Igniting Young Minds since 2001. She's a multifaceted, versatile person. Work is worship for her, and learning is a passion for her. Ma'am conducts various community outreach programs to like reaching the unreached. Ma'am is a Tata Class Edge Award recipient for bringing innovation in her classroom. She's one of the top 500 teachers in India as certified by Center. Please welcome Minakshi Narula, ma'am. Dr. Minakshi Narula, ma'am. Welcome on board, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Our next guest of the day is none other than a person who's very close to my heart personally and very close with NTAP. He has contributed more than 2 decades of his life in the field of education. He's a true motivator, and a great visionary. Owing to his remarkable contributions, various platforms have recognized Sir for his valuable knowledge and skills. He has made drastic changes to uplift the education sector for students as well as teachers and for under his guidance. Over these long years, Sir has attended several webinars and workshops to inculcate new teaching styles and thought provoking ideas. And he believes a human being is a lifelong learner. Please welcome Dr. C.V. Singh, sir. Welcome on board, sir.
Welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Himanshu. Thank you so much.
Last but not the least, he is an educator with almost 15 years of experience under his belt. And it is not only in the field of education but also in technology. He's a certified DMIT and NLP practitioner and currently heads Don Bosco High School, Sivan, and Bosco Juniors as a chairman. Don Bosco High School has been ranked among the top 5 promising schools in Bihar and as the most progressive school and many other accreditations during his able leadership. He's a staunch believer of progressive and holistic education with a huge affinity for sports, inclusive curriculum, and instructional technology. Please welcome Thomas Koshi, sir. Welcome on board, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, done with the introductions, let's begin with the topic for the day, that is building a strong and a reliable community. So, my viewers, first of all, thank you everybody for coming on board and giving us this chance. If in case you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that by clicking on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay updated. So my first, I would like to go with CV sir. CV sir, as we understand that it is absolutely very imperative to build a positive school culture, and now that the schools are reopening, there must be a lot of excitement among students, among teachers as well, and amongst you as well as leader of a school that we are getting back to the normal. So, what steps and methods have you undertaken as a leader to maintain that positivity, to maintain that creativity, also by keeping in mind the safety guidelines and everything.
First of all, I extend my sincere thanks to NTAB, to Lawrence sir, and Mr. Himanshu, to you yourself, that you are doing wonderful job for the education sector, for the teaching community, motivating them, inspiring them, and giving them a good platform to give their views. This time is a challenging time. As a leader, every stakeholder regarding the education sector is looking to the principal, looking to the leader, whether they are the parents, whether they are the students, whether they are the management people, whether they are the teachers. Everybody is in problem, everybody is in trouble. As a leader, what I perceive that now at this point of time we have to keep patience. Patience is the most important thing at this time. Things will go normal gradually and are going normal. I request my parents always that today you are jobless. Today you are having some financial problems, but tomorrow your problems will be resolved. Same thing with the students also. Due to some reasons, maybe network problem, maybe some financial problems, maybe some other health problems, students could not join the online classes. But now the schools are being reopened. So we are welcoming all of them wholeheartedly with open heart. And we are supporting them from the very beginning.
Right.
Now we are focusing only that we are always speaking to the parents and to the students. To build a positive community, we have to focus three things. Number one, academic. नंबर टू, जिसे आप शिक्षा कहते हो, मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूं.
Right.
नंबर टू, संस्कार. एंड नंबर थ्री, रोजगार. वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन थ्री थिंग्स. और शिक्षा में सबसे पहली चीज है, वी मस्ट नो व्हाट इज आवर प्रायोरिटी टुडे, व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टुडे. As you say, that health is the most important thing today. If we are healthy, we can certainly do good things in our life. So we have to take care of our health. So we are awareing our students, giving them awareness how to keep healthy, keeping masks, sanitizing your hands, and keeping social distancing. And do not share anything, no canteen, now no sharing of food. So every student, every parent is now aware and they are taking care of and they are supporting the school now. Almost 90% students are now back to school and they are sincerely working now. They are learning the things. And what I speak about the संस्कार is that किसी काम को करने की सबसे परिपक्व अवस्था, the best way that you can do a work. So whatever now we have to do, that we have to do in our best way. चाहे हम एज ए टीचर हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, चाहे एज ए स्टूडेंट हम सीख रहे हैं, या हम किसी भी तरह से हेल्प कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज कम्युनिटी हमारी कम्युनिटी है, पेरेंट्स हमारे हैं, बच्चे हमारे हैं, हम उनके हैं. तो वी हैव टू क्रिएट अ रैपो अमंग अस ऑल. आप इसमें सबसे बड़ा रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं. I really salute NTAB. I really salute you people that you are working so hard during this pandemic, because giving the platform is also an important thing. How can I express my views? हमारा जो मोनोटोनी है उसको तोड़ देते हो, एकदम से तोड़ देते हो, हमें आगे सोचने के लिए आप मजबूर कर देते हो और ये आपसे इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है. तो यही मैं सबको बोलता हूं कि आप हैं, चाहे वो प्रिंसिपल हैं, चाहे वो मैनेजमेंट है, चाहे वो पेरेंट्स हैं, चाहे वो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, all together we have to come and we have to fight with this pandemic. So thank you, Mansushar, once again to NTAB, to you and to my counterparts. You are really doing wonderful job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you, CV sir, for such lovely words. We are all doing our part as maximum as we can, basically to help the society and to uplift our everybody's motto, whether it's you, whether it's Thomas sir, whether it's Meenakshi ma'am, whether it's us at NTAB, our all of our motto is to basically help the students, help the society, help the community. So taking cue from that, safety standards and everything are going to be of utmost importance now. And CV sir, you mentioned, if I can just take that particular line, canteen. Will canteens be stopped now? That's what I want to know.
Because now students are coming from home, when they will go to the canteen, hardly they will maintain the social distancing.
Absolutely.
So parents have the fear in their mind. That's why we are guiding the parent, the students. They have to come to school with the lunch tiffin. If suppose anyhow the students are not coming with that, then we are providing them biscuits and other snacks at our home and juice packets. Okay, so we are helping them this way. But for some time we have to restrict the canteens. Otherwise, we will create some problems for the students.
Okay, so Raval International School will not have canteen. What about Binakshi ma'am? About you?
Not now, now
Not
at
now.
this time.
For the meanwhile, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Meenakshi ma'am,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. And as CB sir is also saying, we are also just involved in rigorous planning for welcoming our students to the school. They would be coming to the school from 8th of February. We are ready to welcome them in the school campus. And a lot of planning has been done. And the wonderful tool, first of all, let me say, for building reliable communication with the parents is the word communication. We have to communicate.
Right.
Communication, right time, right manner. How, when, where, that is very, very important. So, what all planning we have done, for that, we have made parents as a partners in making all those decisions. While talking to them, like what is feasible for them, you see, most of the places we were having this problem for the transportation and all. Most of the parents they said we won't be able to send the students to school because if you won't be providing the transport, and then it's not feasible for us. So, thus, after discussion with them, we just came to this conclusion okay, fine, we will be providing transport, but even then, we have to maintain social distancing in the transport buses itself, and there should be one teacher would be there in that, one helper would be there, and as sir is talking about canteen, you are talking about that. So, yeah, tuck shop will be available only for those who just miss to bring their food or snacks with them because that anyhow will be having 3 to 4 hour duration in the school for our students. For the 6 to 8, today only I got a message from UP governments like 6 to 8 would be reopening soon. Earlier it was 9 to 12. So 6 to 12, we are ready to welcome them. With that, all you see, communication part is really very important. That is what we are working upon. We have taken their consideration, proper Microsoft forms, virtual meetings, everything has been done, and then only we have planned to welcome them.
Ma'am, I would have come to communication later on, but I wanted a simple yes or no answer, to be honest. Canteen would be open or not?
Certainly, only if it is required for the students, it will be there.
Thomas sir, what about you? आपके स्कूल में कैंटीन्स खुली है या बंद है?
Uh, yeah, I would say these pandemics don't stay. This too shall pass. So yes, everyone has a temporary plan. We too have it. But yes, I'm a very strong supporter of canteen. So I would always keep it open.
Absolutely.
We will have our own criteria. Yes, like I said, yeah, because of the pandemic, we have to follow the social distancing norms. But I believe after this short while of the pandemic, so-called problems and issues, we will cross the stage and will come to a stage when people want strong vibrance in the campus. So, and I believe canteen is a place where people gel together. There's a lot of informal gathering that happens. So after this phase is over, I think every school will get back to normal, and it's a very short time that we have to pass. So the planning now remains is what we have learned from this particular pandemic period.
Hmm.
Did we are we going to follow the same school protocols that we followed earlier? Have we learned something from it? Is schooling beyond the academic uh, peripheral that we created long back? And are we going to stick with the same academic subjects and the kind of education system? That's what is remaining now. That's my take. So we need to think beyond academics now.
Right. Wonderful, Thomas. Sir. So even I'm a strong believer of canteen, as you can probably see. But then, yeah, it allows to have that, students to have a conversation, informal conversation, and explore ideas. But CV sir is also right in his part that, and Meenakshi ma'am as well, that the wave will increase if there's too much informal communication. All right, moving forward from there, I'm sure all of you would agree that parents as well, when we talk about building a strong community, parents are a major stakeholder in that community, and they play a integral part in shaping a culture of the school and everything. How are you guys, engaging parents? Whether it was, or how did you engage parents during corona times as well, and now, where the paranoia or skepticism would be at all time high? CV sir.
Sir, it's a very important because parents play a very important role in the education of a child. Because education is tripolar system. The first is parent because mother is the first teacher, as we all know, and home is the first school. So parents' role is very much important. Then second pole is student and third is teacher. So without parent support, the education can't go in the right direction. So we have to communicate with the parents as Meenakshi ma'am told us. Communication with the parents is very important at this time. They are also suffer like us. They also have lost their jobs. They also are going with the financial crisis, and they have to take care of their family also. They have a responsibility of the family also. So at this time of pandemic, it's our greatest duty to support our parents. At least we have to communicate with them. We have to listen to them, and anyhow, anyway, to some extent, we have to cooperate them. So parents are really very important part, and we are always ready to support them, to help them. And for that, we take their Zoom meeting. Sometimes we arrange some talk also, like you arrange the talk. We also call the psychologists, the doctors, some teachers, so that they can give some tips to the parents. Two times I called two MBAs from IIM Ahmedabad to give some financial advice to the parents at this time of pandemic. How can they manage their finance? How can they manage their loans? So to create awareness about all the things what the parents need at this time is our primary duty.
Right.
Because if parents are happy, it means our child is happy. We always, Himanshu sir, truly speaking, in my office, in the morning, first of all, I pray for the well-being of the parent. Because if they are happy, their child is happy. If
Right.
they both are happy, we are happy, right?
Right,
So
sir.
they are our customers also. If you take this from the business point of also, if my customers are happy, then certainly we will be happy in the school.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely, CV sir. Thomas sir, what are your viewpoints on the same?
This was the best time when you could actually connect the parents to school, because we were connected over the internet, and there were a lot of things going on with the classes happening through Zoom calls and other technology tools that we had. But academic was one part, but we conducted lot of activities, wherein these activities were also for the small children, wherein they could take help from their parent and get the stuffs made. But after making the end result, they would post it along with their parents. The photographs would be posted along with their parents, and we would appreciate that part also. So ideally, we were looking for parent involvement more and more during this pandemic. So we did a lot of activities which we knew that for these activities the children would, because these children are at home, and we were given a shorter time span for them, so that they would end up taking their parents' help. And the idea was to get the parents also involved with the children in creating these projects. and we focused on that. That was one thing. And on the other part, I've seen many schools being very adamant on the fees part and not really caring about what the parents feel. We did not do that. I mean, we were very sensitive to what the parents were facing, and we came up with models wherein the parents could pay the fees easily. We gave up on things which we understood was a burden for the parents. So this year was not about running the schools in the same manner. It was about sustaining from both ends, even for the parents and for the schools. And you need to be a very integral part of this community, at least in this pandemic, to be able to stand as an example for these parents, so they understand that okay, the school was sensitive to us when this happened. Now we are a family. That feeling should be there, and that will happen only if you cooperate with everything. And if you give a lending ear to these parents, they have their own issues. And I've seen many school leaders who were very adamant on no, whatever happens. I've been to associations, I've been to group meetings wherein they were very adamant. No, how would we run the transport system if the transport fee is not taken? How would we run the school if this fee is not taken? See, you have to. Every school has a minimum model wherein it would be able to sustain. And that was important. Everyone has to do their own calculation, come up with models wherein the parents could pay their fees with the minimum affordability. There were issues with the parents also. You need to understand. And along with the fee, there were other issues also. You need to have a counseling group where the teachers are connected to the parents, talking to them on a regular basis, connecting and asking about the kind of issues they're having. They might be having multiple issues. There might be network issues. There might be issues in terms of technology tools available with them. So once you connect to them, you get to know what can be done to help as a school. So we used to call them whenever there were issues. We call them to school, help them. Let's say if they're not very tech savvy, so they're not able to connect to Google Classrooms or other tech tools. We would call them to school, sit with them. There were people allotted for that very purpose, and they were doing it for them. So that way, we were very connected to parents during this pandemic.
Wonderful. What about you, Meenakshi ma'am? Yeah,
Yeah,
Siri,
certainly. I would like to say empathy is really very important. Both of the resource person they have highlighted like communication and empathy. Obviously, when we are putting ourselves in their shoes, we really don't know during this pandemic what kind of problem they have parents have faced in a home where there are two or maybe somewhere rarely there are three children as well, and they are having just maybe one smartphone. It was very difficult for them to continue with the online classes. So there we just came up with flexible schedule for the senior and the junior wings, so that they will be able to have their online classes during that. And moreover, just throughout this pandemic last year, we just were connected with the parents through care calls also. The children who were continuously absent or whatever, we were making the care calls to the parents, inquiring about their health, their children's health. And certainly that was a very good, great initiative from all of us. And as sir is saying, like they have conducted certain webinars, we too conducted not only for the parents, like talking about the life skills that they have to impart in children. Moreover, stress management also. When we are having financial issues, like stress is but natural that comes to all of us. So stress management and all. Apart from it, one more thing that we people sometimes we ignore and we don't think about. It is so easy. Like I'm to say, when the children they are going to school, morning 8 to 2 they are spending in school, and the parents they are managing their household chores, maybe some another businesses. Now children all around 24 hours. It is very difficult for the parents to manage other things amidst all those responsibilities. So especially the teenagers, the adolescents, difficult to manage. So we had some kind of sessions to managing adolescents, managing their stress also. So we came as we always say, parents are partners in education. So this time when they supported us by providing, space, they provided us space. They provided the resources so the children they could learn from the smart phones, laptops, whatever it was available. They helped us. They really came up as partners in education. So we too helped them a lot wherever it was required. as and when they approached us, like, ma'am, sir, we want help in this. Can you please help us out? We were there to help them. So this is how this was our initiative to, you see, make this process of teaching learning process feasible during this pandemic.
Right. Wonderful, ma'am. CV sir, you were saying something?
I am really in support of Thomas sir and Minakshi ma'am. During this time, we organized many competitions with the parent. Just like I give you the example at Lodi time, we organized one dance competition in which the mother and the daughter, or mother and the son, or father and the son both have to dance. And we had very good response from the parent side. Almost we got 500 videos, 500 videos from the students.
Wow.
And we also gave them the prize. We gave them tabs and we gave them mobile phones, data package. In this way, we supported the parents. And we organized some games also, some indoor games also, some project work also. So it's our prime duty to engage the parents also at this time of pandemic. So I greatly support Thomas sir and Minakshi ma'am in this point of view, that it's our duty that we have to de-stress our parents.
Yeah, adding to what, sir, you have just said right now, I would just like to add on to this. We even asked our parents, we requested them, like, being partners in education. If any of you volunteers to take the classes for our children, because you are good in your respective fields, and everybody suffered due to this pandemic also, we asked them, we requested them, you are most welcome to take the guest classes for all our children. And because everybody, you see, when you are in some kind of industry and you have got particular hands on in respective field, they came up with wonderful resources too. We had some parent teacher student integrated activities as well. I mean, there the parents were also assigned some of the tasks, and they also involved themselves in that. It was just wonderful. That time, a student was not having a single teacher to teach in a subject in a class, but you see, more than that, 2025, they are getting inputs from other parents also, and it was so beautiful to see parents really being the partners in education, involving 100% in that process. It was just great.
It's very good. It's very good.
Wonderful. All right. So let's move to the other side of the graph. We kept on talking about parents and how you engage parents, but let's be honest, the biggest factor and I guess the biggest movement which I saw was from the teachers. I know I saw this video or maybe a photograph wherein two threads were there and the mobile was there, and then out after in front of the mobile there was a teacher जिन्होंने अपनी प्लास्टिक के चेयर में वो रखी हुई थी, क्या बोलते हैं, बोर्ड रखा हुआ था, and she was taking an online class. Fine, parents were working from home, but teachers, their home was their workspace. कोई bedroom classroom बन गया, and the amount of dedication educators showed. Certainly, like Corona warriors, they are one of the biggest Corona warriors who kept the education going on. So, one incident, if all of you would like to share, beginning from, let's say, Thomas sir, about your teachers, one incident wherein you said, ki, oh my god, this is the amount of dedication I wish I also had, just like my teacher.
Well, I had a teacher who is, I have a teacher, in fact, not just had. He is from the Generation X, and when we launched this particular Google Classroom and all the tech tools suddenly, he was the one who was most worried. कैसे होगा? Would I be able to do it? How will the management look at me? That fear was with him. And the training was over. Everyone said yes to everything. Everything was installed for everyone and the mobile phones, and everyone was ready with the classes. I got a call in the evening, and he said, "Sir, I want to admit something very honestly.
Hmm.
I have not even used WhatsApp in my life.
Oh, theory.
In my entire life, I've been using basic phone. I've not even used WhatsApp. So do you think I would be able to do it? If something happens or something goes wrong, don't don't get me wrong. I will try my best. I'll do my best. That's what he said, and I felt so emotional about it. And he spoke for at least 5 6 minutes. I listened to him patiently, and he kept talking about it. How did he start using phone? What was the initial challenges and all that. And this this person, he got a smartphone the day this training happened. That was the first day he was looking at a smartphone. He said, "Sir, will I be able to do it?" I said, "Sir, go drop the class for tomorrow. Don't worry, and come to me. We'll sit. We all will discuss, and it will all be fine." He said, "Sir, there are people to help me out, and I'll try my best." And he did try, and from the second day onwards, he was so well versed, no one could even guess that he's using the smartphone for the first time. And I really appreciated him. I really said, because that was an achievement for him, because I know how tough it would be for a person to get on board with a smartphone on the first day. It has to be tough. And for this person, it was not just a smartphone. There was a Google Classroom meeting, there was a Google Meet meeting, and we had a lot of rules there to mute the microphones with the students, all the instructions. So all these things together on the first day would have been a huge challenge for him. But so he was very confident. He came up. No, we listened to him. We gave him that confidence. From the second day, he took everything as a challenge and faced it, and it was amazing. So that's my part.
Wonderful.
Uh,
That actually, Thomas said, I'll even I have a small incident to share about the same. And it just happened with me just before this webinar that I was about to take. So my uncle, he gives me a call. Basically, my Masi's husband, he gives me a call right now, and he's like, "If you're free, I hope you're not busy. If you're free in the evening, would you, on your way back home, could you please stop by at my place?" So that you can teach me how to enable hotspot and how to connect my laptop so that I can take a Microsoft team meeting. So um, the stories that I hear about, like my father's generation, all of you are like my father's generation. So but the perseverance and the determination ki nahi सीखना ही है, there is no way out, is commendable. CV sir, one incident.
uh, Himanshu sir, from this platform of intent, I want to salute the teachers of this nation. They are really great. You mentioned them as the warrior, Corona warrior. I really salute them as Corona warrior. You
True that.
know, at this time of pandemic, most of the teachers face the salary problem.
You're right.
First, second problem, as Thomas has told, and you also mentioned about your mausaji. मौसी के हस्बैंड को हम लोग मौसाजी
मौसा जी
बोलते
बोलते
हैं.
हैं, राइट राइट राइट.
At this generation, when some person is 50 or plus 50 plus, they use simple phone. Only they use the phone to call and to get the call.
Yeah.
They learned a lot of things. I can mention my Hindi Sanskrit teachers in my school. They did not know how to use the mobile phone to teach Sanskrit and Hindi. And Himanshu sir, today they are perfect. They can prepare all the assignments. They can prepare their own slides. They can prepare their PPT on Sanskrit and Hindi in both languages. During this time, they learned all the things. Up to 12 o'clock, I saw them that they were working on the mobile phones and on the laptops. And you know, I am sitting, though I am in NCR, but nearby there's a rural area of Faridabad that you call Mebat,
Hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the students do not have a amount to charge their data. They don't know
Mm-hmm.
data. They have sufficient amount. And when teacher rang to them, why are you not joining the class? They told that we have not the money to recharge the data. So I truly speak to you. 4 5 teachers of my school charged their mobile from their own pocket, though they were suffering at the time. And it's not in my school. You will find it
Everywhere.
all over India, all over India. Teachers even help during the pandemic time for food, for medicine, for other emotional or social support, just like Minakshi ma'am told us, that empathy. So teachers are really great at this time of pandemic. They showed their greatness in every way. So from your platform, we salute all the teachers of this nation. Thank you to all the teachers for your wonderful job, and we acknowledge and appreciate your efforts at this time. You are really great.
Really, really, that's these are no truer words could have been spoken, CV sir, because uh, it is all very clear. It's been a year now, और एक साल तो हो ही गया हमें इस चीज में, and the learning never stopped. Classes were going on, and out of the way, out of the bounds, teachers kept on helping the students. Meenakshi ma'am, one incident from
Teachers
your,
did not have the books. So
yeah,
during that lockdown time, teachers approached the home to distribute the books to the students. You know, at that time when the lockdown was there, nobody was coming out the home. How can the teacher teach the children without books, without notebooks? So teachers distributed the books also at the home of the students, taking all the risks at that time.
right, right. Meenakshi ma'am, one incident quickly from your
Yes, certainly,
imprinted.
sir. Kudos to my team, like you say, who all have came forward, who took to the virtual platform to take the online classes. And let me tell you, sir is saying the Thomas has shared the incident of one teacher. None of my staff had laptop or the desktop, or maybe I would say not even a single teacher was tech savvy at all. So it was very difficult sitting here in NCR Gurgaon and you see guiding my teachers who are there in UP Oraya. So through this virtual platform, I have enabled everybody, and they were not having desktop. All my school computer lab laptops, desktops, they were sent to their respective homes. And you see, along with the salary, we did not deduct even a single penny. An additional 500 rupees per month we were paying for the internet, so that it should not be affecting them. And all the teachers really they came up, and the teachers who earlier they were not typing Hindi, Sanskrit, everybody, as sir is also saying, they are typing, creating, worksheets, PPTs, 25 plus digital tools they are doing. And we have been spending a lot for their professional development as well. Myself have attended, I would like to say, more than 800 workshops, webinars, short term courses during this pandemic, so that I will be able to give the best to my team. And wherever feasible it was, we have paid for them also for their professional development. So everybody is, I would like to say, this pandemic came up as for their professional development, for my professional development. We all have learned a lot technically, and you, I would like to say, I've always been a promoter and supporter of life skills. Number
Right.
of things we have learned from each other. How everybody is coming forward. How the teachers daily they are spending, as sir is saying, 2 hours they are spending daily telephonically also to reaching the unreached. The students who are not having digital devices, like to help them with the worksheets, and telephonically they are guiding them. So really salute, I just salute to all my teachers, to all over the nation, the country, at the world at large. Thank you. Kudos to all of you.
This actually अभी मेरे दिमाग में एक पॉइंट आया कि आई गेस communication and all those things, and this matter, these things do matter to build a good community, and then institutions and all these things, ठीक है, everything matters, but I guess the biggest thing that matters to build a strong community is a chaos, or is an adverse situation wherein we, agar corona nahi hota, I don't think so we would have come together as a society or as a community so strongly, right?
Absolutely correct, sir. Absolutely correct.
है ना?
That adversity always tests the human values.
Right.
Always test the human values. And the people of India have emerged like the heroes at this time of pandemic. In no country you will find such examples that people have arranged the food langars all the time. I thank the Indian government also for arranging all the things and to reach to the unreached people with the food, with the medicine, with the other supports, free of cost buses. The students who were stuck in Kota in coaching centers, almost all the states arrange free of cost transport for the students to make them reach their home safe. So at this time of pandemic, Himanshu sir, you told very well that we have emerged like true Indians
Right,
helping each other, and that's why we are the winners.
right, absolutely. Thomas, sir, I guess you would also agree with the same because yes, there we were a community. जब हम conferences में मिलते थे या जो मर्जी होता था, but the whole realization कि नहीं, we're together. Let's face it head on now. Thomas, sir, would you
Yes,
agree with the same?
I keep saying this to everyone. Uh, ठीक है, एक साल 10 महीने 12 महीने जो भी पैंडमिक में गुजरा, what have we learned out of this? Are we doing something after this so that our children come out better? मैंने सबसे पहला काम जो किया, तो आई थॉट मोरल साइंस ऐसा नहीं चलेगा, वैल्यू एजुकेशन ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. आई डोंट वांट टेक्स्ट बुक्स टू टीच माय चिल्ड्रन वैल्यू एजुकेशन और मोरल साइंस. So the first thing that I did for the coming session is I have implemented something called a kindness curriculum, and this is not based on textbooks. So what we are doing right now is we have a complete lesson plan for kindness, and we are implementing this for the coming session for
Experiential learning and
all
all.
grades. Sorry,
You're talking about experiential learning and everything.
no, kindness as a
Kindness.
curriculum.
Okay, 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 okay.
Right. So in this, we would be focusing on empathy, caring, respect. वो कहते हैं ना कि our past generation was of parents with 7 children and parents taking care of these 7 children, and now you've got 7 children who cannot even take care of their parents. So
Absolutely.
वो वाली situation आ चुकी है. Now we don't want to build up generations like that. मैंने on that basis, at least we should have something that would inculcate kindness in them, caring, empathy. ये सब ना अगर हम एक चैप्टर पढ़ा करके 4 क्वेश्चंस दे करके उनको होमवर्क में दे करके अगर सोच रहे हैं उनके अंदर इनकलकेट हो जाएगा तो ये कभी नहीं होने वाला. So we have to build up. So what we have done right now is in the coming session, we have a complete lesson plan which would be implemented for these children, which are not book based or textual academic knowledge. वो बिल्कुल activity based होगा, which will only be activities. They go home and practice at home, do some activity with their parent, come back and show the results. तो इस तरह का मॉडल है, and I think it would actually help building a better society. So that's what we are doing, and that's our takeaway from this pandemic.
Wonderful. CV, sir?
Thomas, sir, in this matter, I can support you. If we want to moralize the students, only activities are not sufficient, curriculum is not sufficient. You have to, we have to create the role models. As a leader, we can inspire the students more because students learn more by observing, not by reading or by teaching or by moralizing. So in our community, in our society, we have to find out some role models, live role models. We have to show them in front of them so that they can learn from them. Himanshu sir, I was discussing with my teacher in the morning that still after 100 years or 75 years of independence, we are giving the examples of 100 years before. If we speak about the honesty, we always speak about the Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, if we speak about the tolerance, we speak about Mahatma Gandhi. If we speak about sacrifice, we speak about Bhagat Singh. We give the examples. हम कहते हैं भगत सिंह होने चाहिए, महात्मा गांधी होने चाहिए, विवेकानंद होने चाहिए, लेकिन वो मेरे घर में नहीं होना चाहिए, वो दूसरों के घर में होना चाहिए. तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें एज ए लीडर अपने आप को एज अ रोल मॉडल तैयार करने होंगे. अमोंग अस सोसाइटी में बहुत लोग अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, सो दैट स्टूडेंट्स कैन लर्न फ्रॉम देम, और हमें उनको उसमें इन्वॉल्व करना होगा. जैसे आपने दिल्ली में देखा कितने लोगों ने फ्री में खाना खाया, फ्री में स्टे किया. अगर हम उसमें अपने स्टूडेंट्स को एंगेज कर पाते हैं, उनको इन्वॉल्व कर पाते हैं, तो वी कैन क्रिएट दीज थिंग्स इन द सिंपलेस्ट वे फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. तो ये हमें सबको ध्यान रखना होगा. मैं आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट माय पेरेंट्स आल्सो कि दे हैव टू इंडल्ज देयर स्टूडेंट्स इन कम्युनिटी सर्विस वेयर एवर दे फाइंड द occasion, find the opportunity. चाहे वो उनके पार्क हैं, चाहे वो उनके काम वाले हैं, चाहे वो एनिमल्स हैं। हमने देखा इस टाइम पर एनिमल्स भी सर भूखे थे, गाय कुत्ते जिनको हम रोज रोज खाना खिलाते थे, इस टाइम पर वो भी भूखे थे क्योंकि लोग बाहर नहीं निकल रहे थे। तो मैंने देखा कि कुछ बच्चे अपने घर से खाना लेके और कुछ चीज अरेंज करके उन कुत्तों को डाल रहे हैं, उन गायों को, उनका क्या दोष है इसमें? तो इस टाइम पे बहुत सारे सब बेगर्स ऐसे थे जो स्टेशन पर मंदिरों के सामने जो बैठे रहते हैं, जो भूखे थे। तो मैंने देखा काफी बच्चे उनकी हेल्प कर रहे थे। उनको कौन खाना खिलाने आएगा, क्योंकि वो हमारे भरोसे बैठे हुए हैं, वो इतने सक्षम नहीं है। तो इस पेंडेमिक ने हमें बहुत कुछ सिखाया है एंड वी विल कीप इट एलिव। और मैं टॉमस सर की इस बात से पूरी तरह सहमत हूँ कि वी हैव टू जनरेट सम दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी सो दैट वी कैन कंटिन्यू सच थिंग्स फॉर एवर, क्योंकि इनकी जरूरत तो अब पड़ेगी। आज कोरोना है, कल कोई और प्रॉब्लम होगी, परसों कोई और प्रॉब्लम होगी। तो वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर आवर चिल्ड्रन टू फेस सच काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम। और सेविंग की हैबिट भी हिमांशु सर इस समय हमें अपने बच्चों के अंदर इनकलकेट करनी चाहिए। तो
Right.
इफ यू हैव द मनी यू कैन सॉल्व ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स। जैसे आप सुनते हैं और हम कहते हैं कि मनी जो है वो भगवान नहीं है, लेकिन अब मालूम पड़ गया कि वो भगवान से कम भी नहीं है। पैसा अपने पास होना बहुत जरूरी है। तो बच्चों को सेविंग की हैबिट भी डेवलप करनी पड़ेगी। बच्चों को मिनिमम रिसोर्सेस में अपने आप को संभाल कर रखने की, मेंटेन करने की भी उनको हमें समझ पैदा करनी पड़ेगी।
CV sir, this is a very important point, to be very honest, which you raised. I was sitting with my brother, मैं भाई के साथ बैठा हुआ था, and we were just discussing that within a span of only 10 years, सिर्फ 10 साल के स्पैन में अगर हम देखा जाए, हमारी एक सेविंग इकोनॉमी से एक एक्सपेंस इकोनॉमी इतनी जल्दी बदली है that matlab we, like all of us, I consider myself being the youth of India, we are earning good salaries, but then again the expenses are equivalent. And then when I look at my father, घर भी बन गए, शादियां भी हो गई, सबकी बहनों की भी शादी हो गई, प्रॉपर्टीज भी बन गई, how, and still have savings. So it is very unfathomable for a person like me to understand. But then again, yes, minimalistic lifestyle, simple lifestyle, that is what it's going to ensure. Meenakshi ma'am, what about you? What are your viewpoints on the same?
Yeah, sir. First of all, I would really like to thank this such a wonderful platform. Like we are even in talking to each other and knowing more from each other about what all best practices we are doing in our respective schools and learning from each other. As sir is also saying, and initially I said communication, then empathy. Now I would like to say integration.
Right.
Any subject when we teach as a standalone, that is not having that effect on our
Right.
students, on everybody. You see, when that is being integrated, life skills, when it is being integrated in that particular curriculum, definitely it will have like very long lasting effect. In our school, we have started with SDG integration, Sustainable Development Goals integration. We have started with that kind of curriculum. We have devised it, the lesson planning and all. In each and every lesson plan, our focus is on that particular sustainable development goal, and we are becoming the partners in achieving that by 2030 or even before that. And talking about integration, we have integrated our curriculum with music, with life skills, with art, as NEP is already saying, and we have already been doing it. And continuously, we have been inviting various guest speakers, various professionals in our school to train our students as well as teachers, to teach them through music, through stories. And a wonderful session was conducted in the recent past, was inculcating values through stories. And how come stories not standalone, but learning? A child who is learning about, simply, I'm just giving you a simple example, learning about a water cycle. If the child is learning about the story of a drop, the child will understand the value of a drop. And it's not necessarily just reading in the books like save water, and just making the posters on paper, save water, saving one resource and consuming another, paper posters. Why? We should go for sustainability, and this is our objective, and we are trying our level best to achieve through integration. And such indeed a wonderful platform it is. I would like to hear on this platform, would like to say, in my school I have got all 17 SDGs senior ambassadors. 17 SDGs junior ambassadors from the primary wing. I have got all value education ambassadors who have been consistently supporting and promoting values and sustainable development goals. And we all have been coming together, and certainly, I assure, even before 2030, we will achieve the sustainable development goals if all the education communities, the institutes, they come together to achieve this. How wonderful it will be, a world, sustainable world, beautiful world.
Right. And CV sir, I remember you mentioned that we still give examples of Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, and then Sir Thomas sir talked about kindness and empathy and giving away. There is one example which I always which I always point out is of Savji Bhai Dholakia, and I don't know whether anybody is aware of him or not. He's a pure businessman, entrepreneur. Gujju अपने भाई हैं. He's a diamond expert and he runs a diamond tier firm. But ठीक है, he's a businessman. He's doing what he's doing. But then again, the in today's world, he gave and he came on news as well, but he shied away. His company came on news. He gave 1300, 1400 cars, 500, 600 flats, and then jewelry to all his employees, because he said that whenever somebody joins in my company and they say that in 5 years or 10 years I want to have a flat of my own, and if they don't, so this was my gift to them. And if अगर अपनी गाड़ी नहीं है 2 साल वाले के पास, तो this was my gift to them. So ये भी तो why, ठीक है, टैक्स रिबेट और वो सब हो सकता है, बट देन अगेन इतना ज्यादा टैक्स रिबेट तो नहीं मिलता ना. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ गुड वो gesture, like just I don't know whether all of you, of course you being educators, you must be aware that one of the best examples when I talk about emotions in corporates, or human factors in corporate, I'm a staunch believer of Jamshedji Tata. He was the one who started ATA's office. He was the one who started health insurance for employees, medical insurance for his employees, and then he was a revolutionary on his own. But then ठीक है, सीवी सर ने बिल्कुल सही बोला कि हमें भी रोल मॉडल बनना पड़ेगा. We will have to create role models out of our present generation only, so that the young generation can also feel relatable. है ना सर?
सर देखिए, जैसे आपने ढोलकिया जी का नाम लिया, टाटा जी का नाम लिया, वी हैव टू पॉपुलराइज देम अमॉन्ग आवर स्टूडेंट्स. आज स्टूडेंट्स का रोल मॉडल कौन है? वो किसको देख करके ईमानदार बने, किसको देख के वो एम्पैथी करें, किसको देख के वो सिंपैथी करें, क्योंकि वो व्हाट दे सी इन टेलीविजन, व्हाट दे सी इन द सोसाइटी, दे लर्न बाय ऑब्जर्वेशन. तो हमें कहीं ना कहीं इसमें आगे आना पड़ेगा. अपने जो पर्सनल वेलफेयर हैं वो थोड़े से साइड में रखने पड़ेंगे, पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट थोड़ा साइड में रखना पड़ेगा. एंड वी हैव टू कम फॉरवर्ड एज अ लीडर अमंग आवर स्टूडेंट्स, अमंग आवर पेरेंट्स. यस, वी आर विथ यू एंड यू हैव टू गो फॉरवर्ड. तो ये जो अभी थॉमस सर ने एग्जांपल दिया, पहले 7 चिल्ड्रन होते थे, आपने जैसे एग्जांपल दिया अभी अपने फैमिली का, इट्स वेरी ट्रू. तो ये हैबिट हमें बच्चों में डेवलप करनी होगी. आज क्रेडिट कार्ड की लाइफ हम लोग जी रहे हैं, कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में वी आर क्रेडिट कार्ड पे हम डिपेंड करते हैं, कुछ भी खर्च करना हो क्रेडिट कार्ड, लेकिन उसका पे कहां से आएगा? तो ये जो सुसाइड हो रहे हैं, ये जो स्ट्रेस है, ये जो दिस वे दैट वे जो क्राइम बढ़ रहा है, डिवोर्स बढ़ रहे हैं सोसाइटी में, अनरेस्टनेस किस वजह से है? वो इसी वजह से है कि हम पढ़ लिख तो जाते हैं, IQ इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, बट EQ में हम कहीं ना कहीं बहुत पीछे छूट जाते हैं. तो हमें अपने बच्चों को इमोशनली स्ट्रॉन्ग करना होगा, हमें अपने बच्चों को सोशली स्ट्रॉन्ग करना होगा, क्योंकि हमारे बच्चे सोशल भी नहीं है आज की डेट में. एक अकेला बच्चा है, हम उसको अपने घर में अकेला बंद रखना चाहते हैं और उसको दुनिया की सारी फैसिलिटी देना चाहते हैं उसके टिप्स पर. तो जब तक बच्चा शेयरिंग नहीं सीखेगा, जब तक बच्चा केयरिंग नहीं सीखेगा, तब तक वो ह्यूमन तो नहीं बन सकता. We have not to develop the machines, we have developed the humans. ताकि उनके अंदर वो चीजें पैदा हो कि वो अपने साथ साथ दूसरों की भी केयर कर सके, उनको सपोर्ट कर सके, उनकी भी आगे बढ़ने में हेल्प कर सके, और तभी हमारी कम्युनिटी स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिटी बनेगी। आई अप्रिशिएट द टॉपिक दैट यू हैव टेकन कि बिना पॉजिटिव कम्युनिटी के हम लोग सरवाइव नहीं कर सकते। अगर मेरे पड़ोस में कोई भूखा मर रहा है, कोई बीमार है, कोई परेशान है, तो मैं चैन की रात को कैसे सो सकता हूँ यदि पड़ोस में से रोने की आवाज आ रही है? तो मुझे पड़ोस में देखना होगा कि मेरे पड़ोस में कोई भूखा ना सोए, मेरे पड़ोस में कोई बीमार ना हो, मेरे पड़ोस में किसी के साथ में कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो, तभी मैं अपने घर में चैन नहीं सो सकता हूँ।
Right, right. Okay, that we actually went off script. I told you मैं script पे चलूंगा ही नहीं, but very good discussion. My last takeaway from all of you, from each and every one of you, beginning with, let's say, Meenakshi ma'am. Ma'am, why after, because अब इतना सब हमने देखा है, मतलब ये तो पहली बार ही देखा था कि पूरी दुनिया ही रुक गई. Everything came to a standstill. Why do you think that building a community around a school or around an organization or around yourself is very important?
Sir, certainly what I would like to say, an individual, a single community, a single organization can't do wonders unless until we get support from the parents, from the community. We all have come forward to fight with this COVID during this pandemic. We helped each other. As Sir has cited so many good examples, we came forward to help each other. Maybe it was in the form of giving food to the needy, giving clothes, giving medicines, whatever it was required. So in the field of education too, when we are right now, I would say we are facing this paradigm shift in the field of education, technology. Okay, and this was really the need of the hour. Had there been no pandemic, we would never have. I mean, even the small schools who are, in small villages, even they are using this technology, the Zoom platform, Microsoft Teams, whatever number of platforms they have been using. And this is only feasible when we all came together.
Right.
When if we want to do wonders in the field of education, we are looking forward to flipped classrooms, we are looking forward to blended form of learning, we are going to incorporate design thinking models in our education system. This will not be feasible unless until we grow together. We bring our parents as well as community all together. The very most challenge that will come to us is just, you see, making our parents understand what is flipped learning, what is blended learning. They think when the students they write on a piece of paper, they fill in their notebooks, that is only education. Still, most of us think like that. So we have to change their understanding, change their, their view, their perspective. Only it is feasible when they will be the partners in education, when we will grow along with them. Otherwise, most of during this also they were thinking, my child has not filled in even a few pages in the notebook. What kind of education you are giving? They think only writing the question and answers is education.
Ma'am, this is
They don't thinking about problem solving skills, the critical thinking, the creativity. So this is what I'm thinking. This is really very important to bring all of them together.
right. Thomas sir, last takeaway.
I
Thomas.
think the future of education will be beyond classrooms, to be short. And people will have to think beyond classroom. So when we think of beyond classroom, it is always the community. And that would involve your parents, your neighbors, and the child will be learning not just from the classroom, but from the experience that he has from his society, his family, and from his friends and so-called crowd that he's living in every day. So daily experiences will teach him. So that's the kind of learning that we're looking for in future. I would say without community, future of schools are in dark, for sure.
Wonderful. And
Thank you, sir.
also, Thomas sir, if we talk about community, not only community, but I guess now the whole world has become a community because I saw so many global collaborations happening in schools as well. CV sir, over to you.
Sir, Thomas sir is very right. मैं थोड़े सेंटेंसेस में अपनी बात खत्म करूंगा।
हाँ जी।
एज अ लीडर हमें 3 चीजों पर फोकस करना चाहिए और जो हम कर रहे हैं। सबसे पहली बच्चों की शिक्षा, वो आसान हो, सबसे पहले इजी हो, इंटरेस्टिंग हो, इफेक्टिव हो। पेरेंट्स से भी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि बच्चे को पढ़ने दें। द वे द चाइल्ड वांट टू लर्न, द वे द चाइल्ड वांट टू लर्न, अपना उनके ऊपर ना थोपें। दूसरा, संस्कार जो सबसे जरूरी है, क्योंकि जिंदगी जीने के लिए लाइफ स्किल्स चाहिए। वहां पे एल्जेब्रा का फॉर्मूला या अरिथमेटिक का फॉर्मूला या कोई वैलेंसी काम में नहीं आएगी। लाइफ स्किल्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं जिंदगी जीने के लिए। और तीसरा, जैसा न्यू एनईपी में आया है, वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर ईच एंड एवरी चाइल्ड फॉर एम्प्लॉयमेंट, जो विवेकानंद जी ने बहुत पहले कह दिया था। अगर हम बच्चे को पढ़ा रहे हैं तो हम किस लिए पढ़ा रहे हैं? हम इसलिए पढ़ा रहे हैं ना कि हमारे बच्चे की जो लाइफ है वो हैप्पी हो, वो हेल्दी हो, वो प्रोडक्टिव हो। अब ना तो वो हैप्पी है, ना वो हेल्दी है और ना वो प्रोडक्टिव है, तो हम उसको क्या सिखा रहे हैं? यदि बच्चा ये नहीं जानता कि ताजमहल कहाँ बना हुआ है, इससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, लेकिन उसको ये जानना जरूरी है कि मेरे घर में मेरी बूढ़ी माँ ने खाना खाया है कि नहीं खाया है, मेरे पिताजी के सिर में दर्द है या नहीं है, मेरे पिताजी यदि स्वस्थ हैं, अस्वस्थ हैं, तो मैं उनके लिए क्या कर सकता हूं। इतना हमें जानवाना और जानना बहुत जरूरी है। और ये चीजें सर फैमिली से स्टार्ट होती हैं। कम्युनिटी, सोसाइटी स्टार्ट्स विद द फैमिली फर्स्ट।
Right, sir. Right. Absolutely. Bahar to, sir, you said a very deep. This has a very deep meaning, to be very honest. ये इतनी आपने आप बड़े सरल शब्दों में वही बात बोल दी। बट हाँ, बात वही है कि हमें अपने घर में क्या चल रहा है, much more attached, basically empathy. We need to empathize now. Start acting like humans and not the robots that we were trying to be that like for example, I have this famous theory which I always quote is since British Raj, during British Raj, we are following, our education system is following only a single pattern of like developing robots. पहले उनको एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर और क्लार्क्स चाहिए थे तो वो अपने हिसाब से पढ़ाते रहते थे। फिर इंजीनियर्स और डॉक्टर्स की असेंबली लाइन तक शुरू हो गई है, अब तो ऐसे लगता था। But then again, experiential learning, new teaching styles, all these, and absolutely what you said, all of you said that this will be learning beyond classrooms. Up the time, these are very exciting times, to be honest. Thank you, CV sir. Thank you, Thomas sir. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am, for coming on
Thank
board.
you so much, Intap. Or my namaste to Lawrence sir and to you and to entire team of Intap.
Thank you
You are
so
doing
much, sir.
really wonderful job.
Thank you so
so
much, CV sir. Thank you,
Thank you so
Thomas
much.
sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Namaste, for giving us your valuable time. Have a nice day. Have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay healthy.